Ladies and gentlemen, Taman Firdaus is a suitable place to relax after being tired of exploring Taman Wisata Iman, with the shaded trees, koi fish, and parrotfish. Long time ago, Adam and Eve were the first humans alive in Taman in Eden Garden. Their life is very happy and sufficient because God loved them very much. In Taman, in Eden Garden also, there is a tree that bears of good and of real knowledge. God forbid humans to eat the fruit. But one day, when Hawa was walking in the garden, the snake came up to her and suggested her to eat the fruit. The snake said that if Hawa ate the fruit, she would be able to see the world and know the good and evil things. Finally, Hawa wanted to eat the fruit, and she also gave it to her husband Adam. To know that God was very angry. Then God God cursed the snake and the human and cast out Adam and Hawa and the snake from Eden Garden. Call that the history of Adam and Hawa, Adam and Eve miniature. Any question? Well, ladies and gentlemen, beside Adam and Hawa miniature also, there is a big stage. The function of this stage, namely karaoke place. Usually, karaoke will be held on in Sunday in high season only. So now I will tell you the history of this tower. Long time ago, after the flood hit the world, humans are getting greedy and combine science. They build a tall tower in Babylon City. They think if one day the flood came, they can take shelter there. They want to balance the power of God. Then God came down to earth to see the world, to see the human and the tower. To know that God was very angry. Then God divided their language so that no one could understand each other. Then the human were divided and went along the corner of the world. Then the tower was destroyed. That's why the name of this tower is Babel, which means the failed tower. And also, when we are in the top of this tower, we can see the beautiful view of Sumbul City and Taman Wisata Iman. But for this time, we can't climb this tower to decrease our time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think our time to visit the Tower of Babel has finished. Now, let us continue our journey to the next miniature and the more interesting in Taman Wisata Iman. And I hope all of you still spirit because we will visit the more interesting. Alright, in the first journey, I want to ask you, did you enjoy the photos and like Pariwisata and look at beside you. This is the miniature of the Abraham proof and his son Isaac. And I shall tell you a little tale of the Abraham proof and but because of their belief in God, God also promised them a child. Nabi Abraham and Sarah doubted it because their old is age. But when Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 90 years old, God kept his promise, which was to get a baby boy named Isaac. But one day, God commanded Abraham to bring Isaac to Mount of Moriah and ordered Isaac like a sacrifice, as you see. As God commanded, Abraham asked Isaac to lie down on the altar. Isaac trusts Abraham just as Jesus trusts his father. When Abraham was about to sacrifice Isaac, God provided a ram for sacrifice. Sacrifice Isaac, an angel of his Lord, Abraham saw a ram carved in the bushes. As you see, this is a sheep. God provided a ram for sacrifice. So, the message can we take from the Abraham proof tale, namely, is believe for believe that the old Jesus plan are the best and contain wisdom behind them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, I accept it. Follow me. Of Allah. And I shall tell you a little tale of the prophet Moses. After the Israelites were freed from slavery in Egypt through Moses' proof, God made a covenant with the Israelites at Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai also called the mountain of God, where God gave laws, regulations, and others. The Israelites view the covenant at Mount Sinai as the basic of their religious and social life. The covenant at Mount Sinai, which the words God vowed to Israel, not about one person named Musa, but to a people named Israel. With the covenant at Mount Sinai, God and the people of Israel bind themselves together, so that God is the God of Israel, and Israel is the God people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the 10 commandments of Allah, namely the first, I am God of your God. Don't have any other God in front of you. The second, do not make for yourself an image that resemble anything on earth. The third, don't take the name of your God in vain. The fourth, remember and keep Sabbath day holy. The fifth, honor your father and honor your mother, so that you may live long on the land. The sixth, don't kill. The seventh, don't commit adultery. The eighth, don't steal. The ninth, do not bear false witness against thy neighbor. And the last, don't covet anything that belongs to your neighbors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the message can we take from the Moses prop tale, namely, is be responsible for oral tax assignment to you. Do it honestly and do it wisely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, I accept it. Well, if there is nothing, let us continue our journey to the next miniature. Please dive in the sheephole or the place of Jesus' birth. And so that we know more about the sheephole, let us enter. Please follow me. But we must obey the regulation in this sheephole, named is I shall tell you a little tale of this sheephole or the place of Jesus' birth. Okay, wait. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the message can we take from the Jesus birth tale named is Jesus saw his simplicity by being born in the sheephole. So, if Jesus was only born in the sheephole, then why do we flaunt all our earthly position? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, I accept it. Well, if there's nothing, let us continue. At the Tumbul City view, this is the miniature sign in front of you. This is the miniature when Jesus feeds 5,000 people. And I shall tell you a little tale of the Jesus feeds 5,000 people. Some of Johannes' friends told Jesus that Johannes had been killed by the king. Jesus heard this, he went to a place near the sea in Galilee to be alone. But many people know where he is. So more than 5,000 people follow him, they're hoping that Jesus will fix them. As they're hoping, Jesus taught many things until it was to eat, but most of people didn't have any food. So, fine. Every day, Jesus came here. Well, it's night, morning, afternoon. Long time ago, Jesus came to here bring 3 students. But the students don't enter to Taman don't enter to Taman garden. They are waiting Jesus in outside. And then Jesus comes and enters to Gethsemane garden. And then after that, Jesus prayed is messenger of God. And after that, Pontius Pilatus threw the paper in containing is crucified. But before crucified, Jesus must give punishment another. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue our journey with ini how many Jesus, they will, they here, Jesus followed by many warriors. Jesus Christ. Jesus was fall because he very tired to bring the cross. Jesus sometimes fall and has tourist destination in Taman Wisata Iman Sidikalang. In the Catholic tradition, the grave of Bunda Maria is centrally first performance pilgrimage. That's why the grave of Bunda Maria, the grave of Mother Mary, is of the consideration and supernatural appearance of Maria. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. That is miniature of Mary's mother. Mary's mother is mother of our God. Mary's mother has given birth to Jesus Christ on December. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is table of praise. You can pray in here by kneeling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in around the camp of Bunda Maria, you can take a photo, you can take photos, you can take rest, and you can see the beautiful view in here. Gentlemen, now we will continue our journey. Please follow me. Was taught by Jesus to his disciples as a guide to faith. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this phrase taken by Gospel of Matthew. Right, ladies and gentlemen, now we will continue our journey. Please follow me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is the river. The river waters comes from Simbolon up to Lyron 1. The river waters tell about baptism. Well, ladies and gentlemen, baptism is symbolic to Christianity who believe to our God. There are two baptisms. The first, splash baptism, and the second, water baptism. In the Bible, it is written to baptizing is John. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. That is John. John was messenger of our God. John was given title Baptist because it's his job to baptizing Israel to prepare for coming Lord in earth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in here you can take photos and some churches that do baptism in here. To know about Jesus crucified, please follow me. About the first miniature here. So please follow me. This is the first miniature here, and I will tell a little about this miniature. After Jesus had arrived in Golgotha Hill, Jesus laid down on the cross, and in the name of the warrior, Jesus felt excruciating pain and blood gushing from his body. After Jesus had died, Jesus will be hanged on the cross. You know, hanged on the cross. Please follow me because we shall go to see the miniature Jesus had crucified miniature. Please follow me.
Masa kita dari situ kan, keluar. Bentar ya.
And one of them said,